Well, congrats, you goddamn fucking lations, Dale Jr. It looks like no one else wanted to win the fucking race today. Holy shit, was that a waste of time? Oh my god. Are you serious? This is several hours of my life wasted because someone, meaning 35 drivers on the lead lap, did not want to make a move for the win. Why? Why don't you want to even give a fucking attempt? Ryan Blaney is sitting there in third place. Just going to rim. They were in a fucking straight line the entire field back for a good 25 goddamn godforsaken fucking laps. They can't even try to even break through. This brings me back to the Daytona race this year in the truck series that I don't even fucking remember who won that because there's no truck races ever and I don't know who runs the trucks anymore, but it was a Brad Keselowski truck and I was like, back then it might have been Tyler Reddick, I don't fucking remember, but they just sat there going around in goddamn circles in a straight fucking line for 20 laps as the race ended and jack fucking shit happened. Like, this is just unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. What, don't you want to fucking win a NASCAR race? Isn't that kind of a prestigious thing to do, regardless of it being at Talladega, where a lot of drivers got their first wins, where a lot of drivers got their only wins, where a lot of drivers, you know, I have a fucking bone to pick with every driver in the field right now. Jimmy Johnson, you asshole. All you do the entire race. Johnson was pissing me off the entire fucking race because when he was in the lead, there was zero chance for anyone else to do fucking anything. He just has such a powerful fucking car and can manage the draft so well that he was always a good distance ahead of whichever line was going the fastest. Fucking mother. And then, whenever Junior was in the lead and Johnson was in second, Johnson was blocking everyone else. Everyone else. Unless Gordon was coming by, he let the door open right there whenever Truex was in third. Whenever Truex was in third. Truex would try to make a move down on the bottom, up on the top, all over the goddamn racetrack. He could do a fucking loop-de-loop all over the goddamn place. He could fly through the air. He could soar. He could do anything in his power, and Johnson would still block him. Gordon just, yep, driving, yep, and just fucking go past everyone in the fucking field. Oh my god, I'm just so pissed off. I'm just so pissed off. Everyone. This feels exactly like the truck race. No one tried to make a move. Stewart was coming up there. He brought Casey Mears with him. They finally brought that second pack up, and then they didn't do fucking anything with it. They didn't do anything with it. They stopped. No one helped. They had the bottom open. They had the faster line around the track open. And they still couldn't do anything because no one went down to help. And then Blaney gets shuffled out. And I say, that was your own fault, Blaney. You should have gone when you had the chance. Harvick and someone else pulled out at the second two to go. Blaney should have went with him there. They could have soared to the front. Blaney gets hung out to dry. He goes back for a while. He comes back up and finishes in fourth or something. I'm just so fucking pissed off that no one tried to do anything. What? I can understand when it's the truck race. What do you have to do there, you know? Have a good points day? You know, you need the points to get the championship in that series. You get a win in the Sprint Cup series, you're guaranteed a spot in the Sprint Cup chase for the Sprint Cup. And then guess what happens? You know? The craziest thing happens. No one fucking tries to win the race. What the fuck? And how fitting that it was Mears. that got into Edwards to cause the wreck, and then Mears eventually wrecked. Isn't that fitting? Isn't that fitting? How Mears should be the one in the 88 right now because of the bull fucking shit that happened back in 2007 and 2008. Bull fucking shit that happened back in 2008. 2009. Mears finishes better in his first year at a new team in the standings than Dale Jr., who, oh my goodness, who they chose instead of Mears. I am still fucking pissed off about that. Look at this. Look at this asshole celebrating. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job at having zero competition to win this race. Why is this one so much fun? Well, you know what? I gotta tell you right now, this is so much fun because no one wants to try and win the race. They just gave me it. Thank you, guys. I should give everyone else that finished this race at least $3,000 from the payout that I received since they were the reason that I fucking won in the first place. Oh, I hate Dale Jr. so much. I just fucking despise the Earnhardt fucking family. You know the one Earnhardt that I don't hate? Well, I don't even count Ralph Earnhardt because that was so long ago. That was completely different times. I don't even count Ralph. But Jeffrey Earnhardt. You look at Jeffrey Earnhardt in the Xfinity Series. He had one drive. A single drive at Junior Motorsports. A single race. One race at Junior Motorsports. He's the only Earnhardt that hasn't had everything given to him. Yeah, I really got to thank those guys for not trying to win the race. Yeah, that really helped me out. Yeah, a really good group of guys behind you that didn't have to do anything since everyone else didn't do anything so that they would allow Dale fucking goddamn son of a bitch car stealing piece of shit Jr. I hate Hendrick Motorsports so much. Every single fucking one of them except Casey Kane is the only innocent one there. The only innocent one there that hasn't had bullshit in his favor, ever. Even Mark Martin has fallen victim to the Hendrick Motorsports bullshit. You know. Two cases. One where it favored him and one where it didn't favor him. The one that it favored him, he got 5 wins. The one where it didn't favor him, Hendrick wanted to have Jimmy Johnson have 7,000 championships in a row. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Overcome with emotion in victory lane. He knows that he wouldn't have won that race if they actually fucking tried. What a waste. What a fucking waste. Every single race that Dale Jr. wins breaks the legitimacy of this sport. There is no reason why he should be in that car right now. Casey Kane put up better numbers in his first years than Dale goddamn Jr. He deserves him more. Anyone deserves him more. Oh my God. No. No. Good day till the end when no one tried to win the race. What does Carl have to say about this? Let me hear that. Our Harris Toyota was really good. Man, we're going to pull up in here and maybe do something. Oh, wait, no one tried to win the race. Yeah, I would be upset too. I am, in fact, upset that no one tried to win this race. Well, done watching this shit. Alright, so now that the rage is out of the way, let's talk a little bit about what happened. Truex finished 5th, when he should have finished 1st, except no one fucking tried to win the race. Talladega. That is literally what I wrote. It's not even me being pissed off. That's literally what I wrote. Ford got 7, a new record for most commercials in a single race. 7. I picked Can-Am because they did a whole lot of commercials lately. Fucking nothing. So that's great. Nationwide, 4. Sprint, 5. KFC back with a vengeance, 3. Although the Outback Steakhouse pretty much stole the show for restaurants. And I started counting NASCAR advertising themselves last weekend. I saw 6 this time, but I really wasn't paying attention to a lot of the commercials that weren't the ones that I had chosen. Because I'm not used to having NASCAR on the list for things to count. So that's that. That's Talladega. Nationwide Series was a fucking race. Yes, it was indeed a fucking race. What are the odds of that? It was a fucking race. Holy crap. It was a waste, is what I meant to say. It was a fucking waste. This race was a fucking waste. Race waste. Complete fucking waste. Gotta love that, don't you? Yep. Grand total of 3 drivers that I like have won this year. Denny, Matt, and Kurt. Last 3 weekends, we're making things look pretty good. Then we swoop into Talladega. The Xfinity race happens, and I shove a middle finger right up the television's ass. The Sprint Cup race happens. No one tries to win. Why? You know, the craziest fucking thing about this is that the Xfinity race, they weren't supposed to bump draft excessively. What did they do? They bump draft excessively. In the Sprint Cup race, there was no rules against that. What do? They freight train around the track single file for the vast majority of it. What is this ass backwards bullshit? This should not be the case. Oh my god. Why didn't anyone try? Why? Why? I don't fucking care if it's Dale Jr. in first. If you want to keep your car that you're driving, you have to go for wins. You know that? You have to fucking try. You get me? You gotta actually put forth a little bit of fucking effort once in a while. They were racing harder at halfway. They were racing harder at halfway. It meant nothing at that point. And they were racing harder for it. I should have seen it fucking coming. When Gordon got the pole, that it was just gonna be another Daytona. They started the freight train around the track, reminiscent of Daytona. The racing got good for a while, then there was a caution, reminiscent of Daytona. It didn't end on a caution this time, but it would have made a goddamn difference. I'm just pissed that they didn't try. I mean, if there was actual competition, then I could understand, oh, good job, Junior. You actually had to try to win that race. Good for you. I still fucking hate you, but good job. You actually tried. But no, jack fucking shit happened around him. Oh, just every single one of them. I can think back to when, before everyone started wrecking, I know the running order. Johnson, Blaney, Hamlin, Truex. Harvick was in there in front of one of the two, or it was either Hamlin or Truex that he was in front of. And they sat there for 20 goddamn laps and just did nothing. Then they sat there for another 2 laps while wrecks happened and virtually nothing was happening. It's just so stupid. You know, I'm just some kid from North Dakota who's never driven a race car before, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, when you're running for the win of a NASCAR Sprint Cup race, I think you're gonna maybe, just maybe, wanna give a fucking attempt at winning it. Just maybe a little bit of effort. Just that fucking much of effort. Just that fucking much of effort. Anyway, I do this immediately after the race to capture the anger that I feel towards every single one of those cars out on the track. I'm even a bit pissed at Truex. I saw him racing early on. I knew that he knows how to get around with the draft. He could have bunched up with Hamlin and Harvick when they made the move, but he didn't. And guess what happened? He didn't win. What a fucking surprise. Holy shit. I actually saw when they were coming out and they crossed the stripe, Blaney almost ran right into him. That was my watch. Shut up. Blaney almost ran into him. I was about to get pissed there. But as far as that goes, as far as the race goes, we're going to have a lot to talk about NASCAR on NASCAR Roundup on Wednesday. That's for damn sure. I was going to have a live stream of my live reactions like I was planning on doing in some of the future races this season when I get off to college. But I had no idea that I would have an opportunity to today, so I didn't have a moment to advertise that. And I know that NASCAR fans were going to already be tuned into the NASCAR race to begin with and not looking at their subscriptions page and seeing Kamikaze Games pop up with a live stream reactions event. So I just said screw it and we'll just wait until later. I think the next Talladega race is in either September or October. And I'll be in college by then, so we should have a live reactions event for that. If we're lucky, we'll do a live reactions to Daytona and maybe even a couple of other races that I haven't decided on yet. So as for this race, fuck it. And I hope that Kansas goes better. Unfortunately, Kansas, pretty sure Harvick already won. So, you know what? Fuck everything. Stupid NASCAR teams that just, you have an opportunity to win a race and you just sit there and do jack fucking shit. If I were the team owners, if I was on Wood Brothers, I'd give Blaney a strong talking to. Hell, if I was on Furniture Row, I would have scolded Truex for not going for it. I'm done. Fucking stupid ass piece of shit.